Hello guys, welcome. And so far we have studied about handling windows and frames. Okay. Today we are going to talk about handling alerts. Okay. Now we should understand the basic difference between windows, pop-ups, alerts, and frames, and etc. So unless and until we know we understand the difference between them, we cannot handle them. Okay. So let me try to specify the differences between them. So far we have studied how to handle windows. Okay, windows. Then we have studied about frames handling. Okay, frames handling. Windows and pop-ups can be handled in the same way. Okay, windows and pop-ups can be handled in the same way. This is what we have seen. Okay, sorry, pop-ups. Okay, we have seen that pop-ups are having uh, pop-ups are also having close button, minimize button, and maximize button. And once they appear, you cannot perform any other operation on the web page that you were seeing previously. That is your parent web page. But in today's era, most of the pop-ups are made using the model pop-ups. Okay, they are simple div tags of HTML language. Okay, they are simply div tags of the HTML language. They are not actually the pop-ups that were made previously. Okay, when there was no HTML5 and there were no such enhancements in the HTML, at that point people usually make the new separate windows, and for pop-ups also they used to make some other windows. So but in nowadays developers are developing the pop-ups in such a way that they are simply div elements, but they appear like a pop-up box. So let me give an example for this. Let's say that I have this website of testing Shastra which is under construction right now. Okay, so let me show you people. And right now I'm designing this pop-up for this website. So let it load first. Okay. Oh, so once it loads, we can see that the page that you will see is actually a pop-up I'm trying to design. Yep, can you see over here? This is the pop-up it has. And if you look at this pop-up, you will understand that yeah, there are uh, so many things on this pop-up over here. I don't know why it is coming like this. Okay, so I have to figure out about this. But can you see this one is the pop-up, okay, over here on the window. So once I click on any course over here underneath, okay, inquire now, let's say, then after clicking on this course, we are going to see this syllabus of the course over here, okay. So let me refresh it quickly. Okay, yeah, we are seeing it correctly right now. Okay, so this is the pop-up. So once this pop-up occurs, you cannot click on other part of the window. So this is a pop-up, and but this is not a window pop-up as such, but this is a model pop-up. So both of these things are having some different. So to handle this kind of pop-up, you don't have to switch on these pop-ups because your driver instance is still focusing on this pop-up. Why? Because it is a part of your HTML DOM. Okay, and it is a part of some tag. Okay, so I would like to show you the code of this, but I won't because of the security reasons. Okay, so this is the pop-up. Okay, and to handle this pop-up, we don't have to use any technique over here. We can directly find the X path of this button, or means maybe this button, or maybe this labels over here. Okay, so obviously you can go through this entire elements and pop-up elements on the pop-up itself, but this is a model pop-up and not a window pop-up. Okay, so what window pop-ups are usually, they have close button. Okay, minimize button, and maximize button. Okay, this kind of buttons it usually has. Okay, and model popups doesn't have that kind of minimize and maximize kind of functionality because they are not HTML document container. Okay, model popups are not HTML DOM container, but Windows are popups are HTML DOM container. Okay, they can contain entire HTML DOM inside them. That is why they have close, minimize, and maximize kind of buttons over there. And on the other hand, if I talk about the frames, they are inline frames. Inline frames means, let's say if I want to embed one HTML document inside another HTML document. Okay, I'm talking about inside. Okay, so in that case I have to use iframe tag, and this iframe tag allows us to have one HTML document inside another HTML document. So let me quickly draw the representation of the frame. Okay, so this is one HTML document, let's say. Okay, this is one HTML document. Inside this HTML document we have two frames. Okay, these are the two frames we have, and these two frames will contain separate HTML documents. Okay, HTML documents. So you might have studied the set theory. Okay, so if I represent this kind of representation using the set theory, then you will understand that this is one parent universal set of HTML document, right? HTML document, and it has number of different HTML documents in it. Okay, HTML DOMs in it. So this is the representation of iframes or frames. So you can embed separate HTML documents DOMs. Okay, HTML DOMs inside one HTML DOM. So this will become your parent HTML DOM, and these are the child HTML DOMs. Okay, but if I use window popups, okay, in that case, this one be your parent HTML document. Okay, and parent HTML document, and after clicking on some or the other element of this HTML document, we are going to spawn some other window. Okay, some other window which will contain another HTML DOM. Okay, so if you look at it, this DOM is not a part of this parent DOM. Okay, this DOM is not part of this parent DOM, but this DOM is getting spawned from this DOM. Okay, means a spawning is happening over here, so it becomes like a tree kind of structure. So let's say I'm clicking on some another button and I'm able to open some another HTML document over here. After clicking one more button, I'm going to open some one more HTML document, and so on. So this kind of structure can be possible using this window pop-ups, and this kind of structure is possible using frames. So this is what we have studied so far. Okay. Sorry. Okay, fine. But what we are going to talk about today is alerts. Okay, alerts. Now, what is mean by alert? We have to understand this. What is mean by alert? Sorry. What is mean by alerts? So alerts are usually JavaScript elements. Okay, they are usually JavaScript elements, or maybe functions, whatever you call it as. Okay, and they are usually used to rip to attract the focus of user towards some action that has been performed on the entire HTML page. Let's say that I am there is a registration form. Okay, let's take an example of registration form, and certain fields in the registration form are compulsory. So in that case, uh, alerts will be a very good choice to divert the attention of a user towards that particular thing. Okay, so let's say I am missing some or the other field on the registration form, and at that point of time a alert should appear, and it should prompt to the user that this field is remaining or this field is mandatory but you haven't filled this one. Okay, so in for such kind of reasons, so to grab the attention of the user, to grab the attention of the client, you have to use alert boxes. Okay, but alerts are different than pop-ups and windows. Okay, alerts are different than pop-ups and windows. So how they are differing? They are simply JavaScript. They doesn't have any minimize, maximize, or close buttons or scroll bars or anything like that, unlike Windows pop-ups. Okay, or they are not container of the HTML DOM. Means you cannot put HTML DOM or HTML document inside alerts. Okay, but we can put HTML DOM inside Windows pop-ups or iframes. Okay, they are simply JavaScript functions which will help us to notify the user certain action, or to grab the attention of the user towards certain action that we want to perform. Okay, so there are usually three types of alerts are there. Okay, three types of alerts are there. So what are those? Let us see. So first one is simple alert is there. Then prompt alert is there, prompt alert, and confirmation alert is there. These are the three types of alerts are there. Okay, so every three alert is having their unique functionality, unique use, and we have to understand this use, and then we will switch on how to handle those alerts. So this is how we are going to study this topic. So first we are going to introduce what is meant by alert, then we are going to work on handling the alerts. Okay, so let us let us start the discussion with the simple alert. Okay, this kind of alerts are going to used by the developers to notify certain thing to the client, that maybe thank you for choosing our bank, or maybe thank you for signing up, or thank you for your reviews, or something like that. So simple alerts can be used for such kind of activities. Okay, to grab the attention of the user towards certain activity, to show some messages about the website, to show some messages about the functionality, or maybe to greet your clients and so on. So alert boxes can be used in variety of ways. So let me show you the sample alert that I have created over here. So can you see this is the code I have for simple alert. Okay, and if you look at it, they are embedded usually inside the script tag of HTML. Okay, why? Because they are JavaScript alerts. So usually we have to specify the function for them, and you will see, probably you will see alert function over there inside your HTML code. So once you see the alert function inside your HTML code, you should understand that this is an alert. Okay, this is an alert. This is not a window, or this is not a pop-up, or this is not a frame. So you should understand that this is an alert. Okay, so let me show you how this alert actually looks. Okay, so I'm opening this in a browser. Okay, can you see? This is the browser, and this is the script that I have designed. So if you click on this button, click me button, then this kind of alert is going to appear. So this will not allow you to perform any other action on this web page. Okay, you have to accept this alert. So there is only one button on this alert, that is okay, and another is label. Okay, a simple label is there. So whatever label your whatever text or label your designer or developer have developed for this entire pop alert, that text will appear on this alert. Let's say maybe hello, welcome to testing shastra, this kind of text may appear. So you have to click OK to proceed further. So this is the main advantage of having the alerts on your web page. So you want to notify your client or end user array that you should not perform this action, or maybe you should not leave this field blank, or maybe something like that. So let me take an example of the Gmail. Okay, Gmail registration kind of thing. So can you see over here, this is the create account form, and if I click on this create account, can you see these are the things over here? But I guess they will not use any pop-ups. Okay, so let us try creating something like this. Okay, and I'm leaving this field as blank, and I'm just clicking on the next. Instead of using the alerts, they are using this error messages over here, which are appearing like this. Okay, choose Gmail address, or maybe something like that. So you may encounter certain live websites where alert can be seen. Okay, and as I told you people that they are different from the windows, they are different from the frames. Okay, they are usually the JavaScript functions. Okay, and you cannot handle them by using switch to window, or maybe by using switch to frame. So how we can handle them? So let's try to discuss about the handling simple alert first. Okay, so after clicking on this button, we are encountering this okay, this simple alert over here, and we want to click on this OK button. So let us see that how we can click on this OK button. Okay, so first of all, we should try writing the script to open this browser, open this web page. Okay, so let me quickly create a project over here. So inside we have a project over here, Windows and Frames. Its name is, okay, here we already have created classes for window handling as well as from frame handling. Now we are going to look at the alert handling. Okay, so let us create a class alert handling, a simple class we are going to create over here. Okay, and inside this class, let me just zoom this in. Let me create a main method quickly. Okay, the main method is created. Now system.set property and web driver dot chrome dot driver, and that chrome driver exe path. So if you are using a Windows operating system, you should specify .exe over here. If you are using Mac or Linux, you don't have to specify the extension. Okay, so I'm opening up the Chrome browser using this line, Chrome driver typo. Okay, driver. So hereafter I'm going to use this line. Okay, web driver is equals to new Chrome driver. Okay, easy. So we have to import both of this. They are imported. Yep. Okay, perfect. Now let us open the URL. And here I'm going to paste this URL because this is the URL of the website that we have created earlier. Now let us try to find out the XPath for this click me by right clicking on it, and let me show you the HTML code for this. Can you see the HTML code? Just yep. So we are on this button over here, and its text is click me. So I'm going to search this by text. I'm using the contains function rather than using the text itself because I want a partial matching over here. Can you see? Yeah, it is done. Let me copy this XPath driver dot find element by dot XPath. Yeah, and then click. Okay, after clicking on this click me button, okay, So let me write down the comment below line will click on click me button. Okay, so after clicking on click me button, an alert is going to open. Now we have to click on the OK button of the alert. So we cannot write like this. Okay, we cannot write like this by .xpath or maybe something like that. Why we cannot write like this? Because they are not web elements. Understand this. Okay, this OK button, whatever the OK button is appearing on that alert box, is not a web element. It is a part of a script. Okay, so script and web elements both are the different things. So they are the part of the script. They are a JavaScript function, and JavaScript and HTML web elements both are different from each other. So obviously we have to use something else to use to handle such kind of alerts, and for that we are going to switch switch to on the alerts first. Can you see? Switch to alert. So this is the method that we have. Okay, we already have seen this method. This is the method of, can you see over here, target locator interface. So inside WebDriver interface, we have a target locator interface, and this interface is having this method alert. Okay, and its return type is alert. Can you see? Alert is itself an interface. So let me open the interface, open this interface. Can you see? Alert is itself an interface, and it has only 4 methods in it. Can you see? There are only 4 methods in this alert interface. Okay, so using this interface, we actually can handle the alert. Okay, so let me note that down. To handle alerts, we should use alert interface of Selenium. Okay, this is the interface of the Selenium. So obviously by using this interface, we can perform different operation on the alerts. Now notice this point, that there should be only one alert present on entire HTML page. Okay, no more than 2 alerts are allowed to appear on the HTML web page. So this is how they are designed. Why? Because here the function is getting invoked. So at a time, only one function will get invoked. That is what we have seen. In a Java also, at a time only one method gets executed by one thread. Okay, so that is the requirement of any computer system. So here also on the HTML DOM, only one alert should present. So there is no chance of having multiple alerts on a one HTML page. Okay, so there is no chance. Simply there is no chance. So this line will obviously switch on the alert which is opened. Okay, but in case of frames, we have seen that we have to provide the locator of the frame. Okay, in case of windows, we have seen that we have to provide the handle of the window. But in case of alert, we don't have to provide anything. Why? Because there is only one alert on the web page, and Selenium also knows about this. So that is why they have designed this method in a such way that it will simply switch on the alert which is currently opened. Okay, so the return type of this method is alert interface instance. So let me create it. That's it. Let me import this. Yep. Now this alert instance is pointing to the alert which is opened. Now what we want is we want to click on the OK. So alert have only two kind of buttons, accept or dismiss. Okay, these are the two types of button they should have usually. Not no more than two buttons are allowed again. No more than two text fields are allowed again. So it may have certain text, or maybe text boxes, or maybe buttons, but button should be two, accept or dismiss, okay or cancel. So whatever name you give them doesn't matter, but they should perform such kind of functionalities of accepting or dismissing the alert. And this kind of, obviously, the development is there in the alerts. Okay, so we have a OK button on our alert over here. So I'm just clicking, I'm going to accept that alert. So for that, I need to fire the method accept, and this will close the alert. Why? Because our alert right now is having only OK button. So after this, I'm going to click the click me button once again. Okay, rather than printing the message, let us uh, click this click me button once again. Okay, so this is our script. Now let us execute this script and let us try to observe what kind of output this program is giving to us. Okay, now chrome driver.exe have started executing, and it will invoke the browser, and it will establish a communication connection between your Java program and the browser. Yeah, you see the website is opened. Also URL it is trying to hit. Yep, it will click on this button, click me. Oh, something is going wrong over here. Okay, so we got an error. So let us check what is the error. Okay, so instead of clear, we should use the method click. So that was a typo. Because of that, our code was not executing. Okay, perfect. So let me close the previously opened Chrome browser. Yep, it is closed. And now let us run this program once again. Yep, can you see that was very fast actually. Okay, the alert have been opened, and then let me apply the weight over there. Okay, so before accepting the alert, I'm going to apply some weight thread.sleep, and I'm going to sleep this for 10 seconds, for example, and add throws declaration for now. Okay, perfect. And let us try executing it once again so that we can clearly see the difference between the script, how the script is behaving. Okay, so let us execute this once again. Can you see now the script is waiting for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, it will click on the OK button. And after hitting the OK button, it is again going to click on the click me button. So that is what it did. Okay. So if you guys might have noticed the difference between these two actions. Okay. After accepting, it is going to again click. Okay. So let me apply the wait of 5 seconds over here so that you will again notify the difference. You can notice the difference actually. Okay, so let me, yeah, so pop-up is opened. Now it will click on the OK button after 10 seconds. Okay, yep, it clicked. After 5 seconds, it will click on the click me button. It clicked. Okay, this is the program. Okay, I didn't do anything. Okay, this was automation. Okay, so here this automation script is working perfectly fine to handle the alerts. Okay, so this is the way how you can switch on to the alert, and by firing different methods of the alert interface, you can perform different operations on the alert. So let me show you example of some other alert. So let us see the prompt alert this time. Okay, so I'm going to open this website, open this code up in the browser. So can you see this is the code that we have for the prompt alert, and let me click on this. So what prompt alert are usually? Whenever you want some information from your client, okay, in that case you have to use the prompt alert. So prompt alert basically have a text box or and two buttons, maybe accept and dismiss. So whatever the name you give them, but they possess this kind of functionality, accepting and dismissing of the whatever message is coming on the alerts. So prompt alerts are usually having uh, text boxes and two buttons, or maybe only one button. Okay, so let us try to insert some text inside this text box. Okay, which is saying that please enter your name. So I'm going to enter my name over here, and after entering my name over here, I'm going to click on this OK button. But you cannot use driver dot find by web element and then find by element and then send keys method on this text box. You cannot use send keys of web driver of web element over here. Why? Because this is not a web element, this is a element of the alert, and it is a JavaScript obviously. So for that purpose we need to switch on this alert. So let me take the URL from here. This is the simple alert. Okay, so let me close this one now. Yep, this is the prompt. So let me copy this URL and paste this URL in our code. Yep, we are good to go. So I'm going to change this program once again. Oh, accidentally Eclipse is closed. Okay. So let me close this one first. Let me show you people that how they actually behave. Okay, what is the purpose of this program? So let me execute this one. Prompt alert I am executing. Okay, simple alert I have shown already. We are talking about the prompt alert over here. Prompt alerts are used to take some information from the user. Okay, so here the prompt alert will open after clicking on this button. Okay, and let's say I am not giving any name over here. Okay, and I'm clicking on OK button. Then can you see the message is appearing, hello, how are you? Okay, but if I'm putting up my name over here, maybe Avinash, and if I click on OK, then it will say, hello Avinash, how are you? So this is the purpose of the prompt alerts. So they usually take some information from the user, they calculate the information, and they behave according the calculations. Okay, so these are the prompt alerts. So let me quickly write the code for this prompt alert. Yeah, so we already have inserted this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so again, click on this click me button. Okay, after clicking, we are going to switch on to the driver, then we are going to wait, and then we are going to send keys. Okay, now this send keys method is of alert interface itself. Okay, so we should not use the send keys method of web elements. Okay, so I'm getting a message from someone, I guess. What will be the good practice to write thread.sleep or wait? Okay, so good practice is to use weights, not thread.sleep, but for the sake of notice the difference between what is happening in the steps, I am applying the thread.sleep. Wait is not going to wait for that particular amount of time. Okay, even if you use implicit wait, explicit wait doesn't matter. Okay, they are going to perform the action once the element is available on the web page. But thread.sleep is the hard coded sleep. Okay, so sleep means your entire thread, entire main method is going to sleep for 10 seconds. So it will not perform any operation after encountering this line for 10 seconds. So after passing 10 seconds, this main method is going to execute this line. Okay, after that, once this line encounters, for 5 seconds this main method is going to sleep. Okay, so JVM will not perform any operation mentioned inside this main method for 5 seconds. So that is a bad choice again. So you should not use this thread.sleep, but for the sake of example I'm doing this over here. So it is recommended to use weights whenever you are waiting for some certain web elements. Okay, send keys. So I'm going to put my name over here and let us observe that what kind of output it gives us. Okay, so let me click on this. Okay, after putting the text, I have to click on the accept kind of thing. Okay, so I need to accept that one. So for that, we have to fire two methods. Okay, let us execute this. Rest of the code will not change. We already have changed the URL. Okay, can you see over here prompt.html? So that was the prompt I have created. Okay, can you see the window is opened? It have clicked. Now it will type the Avinash in this text field after 10 seconds, obviously. Yep, it typed and clicked on the OK. And can you see, hello Avinash, how are you? This is the text. And after that, again, it have clicked on the click me. So this is the program that we did for the prompt alerts. Can you see? So to handle the prompt alerts, we have to use two methods. One is the send keys to enter some value, to give some input to the alert. And next is the accept or dismiss. So choice is yours, obviously. If you want to dismiss, you can dismiss. If you want to accept, you can accept. So it goes by the test cases. So what kind of scenarios you can write on the prompt alert boxes? So interviewer may ask you that what kind of scenarios you will write on the alert boxes. Okay, so you should tell them that I will first identify that which kind of alert box is this. Okay, is this a simple alert, is this a prompt alert, is this a confirmation alert? And according to that, I'm going to write the scenarios for that alert box. So this is how your testing should go. So I'm not going into in depth of those scenarios. You should identify those scenarios and start writing the scenarios. Okay. Okay, this is the way with which we can handle the prompt alert boxes. Now let us talk about the confirmation alert boxes and let us see how they usually look. Okay, so I have a program written over here. Let me execute this one. Okay, so it should execute. Is it executing or not? So let me close this one. This also I need to close. Okay, this is the confirmation box and confirmation alert. So let me click on this, click me. Can you see over here? Uh, press a button, okay, or whatever button we can press over here, cancel or maybe okay. So what is the difference between confirmation alert and simple alert? Simple alert is having only one button on it, okay, which will notify something. But confirmation alert will ask user that do they really want to perform this action. Okay, so let's say that you are deleting some photo from your mobile phone. At that point, before deleting, you will encounter alert message, and that alert will say that are you really want to delete this photo? So they have two choices, accept and dismiss. Okay, so they are confirmation boxes. They are seeking for the confirmation of your user or end user. So they are confirmation boxes, alert boxes, confirmation alert boxes. So to handle confirmation alert boxes, we have two choices. Either we should accept, either we should dismiss. So we cannot perform both choices on same alert box at the same time. Okay, we have to perform either actions. Okay, um, maybe accept or maybe dismiss or maybe whatever. So what is the difference between simple alert and confirmation boxes? Simple alert will notify to the end user. Okay, they can be used to notify to the user, whereas confirmation boxes will be used to confirm the action which is been performed by the user earlier. Okay, so that is the difference between both of them. So this is the confirmation box, and we will obviously see that what kind of output they are going to give over here. So if you press on the OK, this message will appear, you pressed OK. Okay, if I click on cancel, it will say you pressed cancel. So this is how the confirmation alert boxes are going to behave. Now let us write a test case for this. Okay, test script actually. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on this URL. So let me copy this URL and let us paste it over here. Perfect. Then we are going to click on this button, and then we are going to switch on this alert, and after 10 seconds we are not sending the keys right now. Okay, we are not going to send the keys. We will accept it and we will try to get the text and we will assert. Okay, so let's say string text is equals to driver dot find element by dot xpath. Now what kind of text I'm going to get? Okay, this is the text I'm going to read. Okay, this is the text I need to verify over here. So if I click on OK, the message should appear like you pressed OK. Okay, so let me inspect this element and let us write a xpath for this. Okay, so this is the p tag and its ID is demo. Okay, this is the p tag and its ID is demo. Okay, this is the XPath. This is very simple program, so XPaths are very easy. And we are going to fire the method get text. Why? Because we need to get the text of that particular action. What kind of action? And we will verify over here that if sorry, text dot equals, okay, what message should appear? You pressed cancel. You pressed cancel. Okay, let me see that if it, yeah, it is exactly like that only. Okay, so let me copy this and paste it over here. And we will give a message stating that message is appearing correctly. Okay, otherwise, what we are going to say, we are going to, say that this is an error. Okay, message is incorrect. Okay, so this is our test case, let's say. So if the message is coming correctly, this will be passed. Okay, passed, or maybe we'll call it as pass and we'll call it as fail. Okay, message is incorrect. So let us execute this one. Let us try to observe what kind of actions it is performing on the web page. We have a lot of windows opened over here. Yeah, the browser is opened and the confirmation alert have been appeared. Now we are going to press on the OK button first. Okay, why? Because we have invoked the method accept. This was the method that we have invoked, and we are looking for the you pressed cancel text. Okay, we are looking for this text, but what kind of text has appeared? You pressed OK. So let us observe the output of our program. Can you see over here the red color message is appearing over here and is saying that fail message is incorrect. Why? Because we are looking for this message. Oh, sorry, for this message. But what is the message appeared? This is the message which is appeared. Now let's try to replace this one. Or maybe we are going to invoke dismiss method on this alert. Dot dismiss. Okay, easy. Now let's try to execute this text, the script, and let us observe. Yeah, can you see it will click on the OK cancel button this time because we have invoked the method dismiss. Yep, and it is saying you pressed cancel. Okay, after 5 seconds it is again going to click on the click me button. Perfect. Okay, so can you see over here message is appearing correctly? So this is the text which is coming. So this kind of scenarios you can write on the alert boxes whether your developer have designed the correct alert box or not. So this is all about the confirmation alert box. Okay, confirmation alert box. This is how you can handle the confirmation alert box. So let me show you the confirmation alert box. This is the confirmation alert box. It has usually two buttons, one for accepting, one's for the dismissal, and it will show some message. Okay, this is confirmation alert box. But what is the prompt alert box? Prompt alert box are used to take some input from the user. What is simple alert? They will notify something. Okay, notify something on the web page to the client or to the end user. So this is the difference between three of them, and these are the ways or these are the methods to get the to handle the alerts. So what kind of handling operations we usually can perform on the alerts? Okay, so let me list out the handling actions. Okay, handling actions that we can perform on alerts. Okay, what kind of actions we can perform? So let me list them down over here. So first action we can perform is click on accept. Okay, click on dismiss. Okay, and then maybe enter text or maybe get text. So what is get text? So let me show you that. Okay, now this is the message which is appearing. Let's say that I want to read this message whether my developer have written this message correctly or not. Okay, let's say that he have made some mistake in this message. So what kind of mistake? So let us make a mistake in it. Confirmation alert box. Maybe he have misspelled the button. Can you see over here? Press a button. This is what he have done. Now we need to test it. So how we are going to test it? So let me write down the code for this. Okay, so till this part I'm going to keep the code as it is. So okay, so this till this part this script will click on the click me button. After clicking on the click me button, we have to switch on the alert, and for that we need to write like this: driver dot switch to dot alert. Okay, we have only one alert. Okay, then alert dot get text. We have the method get text over here. So we will get the text of alert. We'll call it as alert text. Okay, that's it. Now we are going to check if alert text, sorry, alert text dot equals, okay, what should be the text? Press a button. Okay, this should be the text. So this is the client's requirement. Press the button. This is the requirement of client. Okay, if it is coming out in this fashion, then it is okay. Okay, so we are going to say pass message is correct. Okay, else what we are going to print is, okay, so I'm not going to print this as an output but as an error. Okay, fail, and then message is incorrect. Okay, perfect. Now let's execute the script. Okay, so it have opened the browser, the confirmation alert box is opened, and it is trying to get the text now. Okay, it have get the text, and can you see the message over here? Fail, message is incorrect. So our test case is fail. Why? Because there is a spell miss on the message, in the message of that alert box. So can you see the spell mistake? So we can raise a defect for this again. This is not a severe defect again, but it may have a medium or kind of priority. It depends on the project to project. So you have to mark the defect for the such kind of spell mistakes, or maybe these buttons are not having proper text or maybe proper appearance. In that case also you need to you know you need to log the defect for such kind of scenarios. So let us change the spell over here. Okay, so this is all about handling alerts, and we have seen three types of alerts. Okay, three types of alerts we have seen. Simple alert. Okay, simple alert. Why they are used? They are used to notify about something to user, to end user will say. Okay, to end user. So that is the task they have. Technically speaking, okay, if I speak technically, then obviously, let me, okay, they have only one button and text. Okay, text may be a paragraph, can paragraph kind of text it may have. This is not the case that alert should have only single line of text or maybe 2-3 word text. So this is not a compulsion at all, but a simple alert should have a text and one button, not more than one button. Okay, if more than one button are there, then it will become a confirmation alert box, not a simple alert box. Okay, they have only one button and text. Okay, prompt alerts. Okay, why we use them? Prompt alerts to take some input from user, we use prompt alert. Okay, technically speaking, they may have two buttons, one text box, okay, and text. Okay, these are the three elements a prompt alert may have. Confirmation alert. Okay, they are used to confirm the action which is performed by end user earlier. Okay, so whatever action the end user have performed earlier, to confirm that action we are going to prompt that. Okay, we are going to display the confirmation alert box to the end user, and we will ask for the confirmation from the end user in that case. Okay, so in technically speaking, confirmation alert box, they may have two buttons. Okay, one for accept, one for dismiss, and text. Okay, so it is not compulsory to have the text, but it is recommended to have the text on that particular confirmation box. Okay, so these are the three alert boxes that we have seen so far earlier. Okay, and these are the actions that we can perform on the alert boxes. And to perform these four actions, we have four different methods like um, accept. Accept is the method, and it is from alert interface. Okay, this method is from alert interface. Then we have dismiss method. Okay, to dismiss alert, and this is again a alert interface method. Okay, to enter text we have send keys method, but this is not the send keys method of web element. This is the send keys method of alert interface again. Okay, then to get text we have get text method. This is again not a get text of web element, but this is a get text of alert interface. Okay, perfect. So these are the four methods that we have seen, and using these four methods we can perform any kind of operation on your text box, on your alert box that are appearing. Okay, and as I told you people that there is no chance of having multiple alerts. Okay, so let me write down over here. Maybe here. Okay, there is no chance of having multiple alerts on same web page at a time. Okay, this is very important, at a time. Okay, at a time there should not be more than one alert boxes open on a same web page, but there may be multiple alert boxes embedded in your HTML code. Okay, but they will not get invoked unless and until you perform some action for that, for appearing those kind of alerts on your web page. Let's say I have 10 alert boxes written. I have written the code of 10 alert boxes on my HTML web page, but whenever I perform certain kind of action, the alert boxes are going to open. Okay, this is the code that I have written. So unless and until I perform that action, the alert box will not open. And once the alert box is open, okay, you cannot perform any other operation on the web page. So obviously there is no chance to open the second alert box at the same time the one is opening up. Okay, so once some alert box is opened, you have to enter that alert box first, and then you can move on to some other web elements. So this is what we have done in our scripts. So that's it. Okay, but before that, let me show you that how JavaScript alerts look actually. Okay, so here, can you see this? So let me show you the simple alert first. Can you see this? We have a function inside JavaScript and its name is alert. So whatever text you write inside this alert, that text is going to appear on that simple alert that we have seen. So let me show you this simple alert. Okay, so you will probably find this alert function inside your HTML code itself. Okay, so whenever you observe alert function, you should understand that array, this is an alert. So we have to handle this by using driver.switch to .alert or maybe alert interface. Okay, then how prompt alerts are created? Can you see over here? We have a prompt function for that. Can you see? A prompt function is there. So using the prompt function, prompt alerts are usually created. So this is the function of the JavaScript again. And using this function, we developers can create the prompt alerts. So once you see this kind of prompt function inside your HTML code, you should immediately understand that array, this is an alert and we have to handle it using driver.switch to .alert. Let me show you the confirmation alert. Can you see over here? We have a function called confirm. So these are the three functions that we have inside a JavaScript, and they are used to create alerts. So let me write down over here. Alerts are usually JavaScript functions. Okay, there are three functions with which we can create alerts. Okay, so let me list them up. First one is alert, second one is prompt, and third one is confirm. So these are the three functions of the JavaScript with which you can create alerts. Okay, but obviously you should provide some logic over here to handle the alerts and so on. So this is all about the alerts and handling alerts and in detail, discussion of the alerts. Do you guys have any questions in this? Obviously, if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can take a screenshot so that you can have a notes of it. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time and patience. So I request everybody to write down your reviews regarding this on our Google page as well as on our Facebook page. Thank you and happy coding to everybody. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.